do that. Same thing in special teams. I mean, there's certain things we're looking at in special teams this spring that, if we don't do it now, we won't do it in the fall.
Yeah. So some of the stuff you're doing now, you may not be doing.
That's right, may not.
And you won't know until after spring.
That's right. And we really get a good gauge on it. But I think there's a few tweaks that are really going to help us that I know that will help. And then there's 2 or 3 things that not sure yet.
Are you, when you say help us in some areas, are you talking about like some of the short yardage situations, that kind of stuff?
Well, really all of it. I mean, just tying the whole package together. To me, that affects all the situations. But just some of our play action stuff. Because all those things are effective on first down and short yardage and whatever. And then some of the things that we're doing from an alignment standpoint. And then just a few little schematic tweaks that we've changed as far as how we're blocking 2 or 3 of our core plays. So that's about it.
So coming back from spring break, did everybody make it back okay? No problems?
They did, and I spent a good amount of time last night with a team meeting and really just bragging on those guys, and I probably get bit in the rear tonight when I go home. But you know what? Hey, I'm proud of those guys. When you're in this seat, and you know when the phone rings on spring break, it's probably not good. You get nothing on 100-something guys. That's a good thing. So proud of those guys. I thought they handled themselves well, and they all made it back. No issues at all, and we're ready to get back to work. There was a good excitement to them last night to get back at it, and so I don't compliment those guys enough in that regard because I appreciate them and how they handle themselves. And we're certainly not perfect, that's for sure. But there's a lot of bad things that are going on, and you send 100-something guys loose on spring break and go all over the place. With young people, sometimes bad things happen. But fortunately, we had a good, safe spring break.
I guess you didn't have to worry about your quarterback getting any trouble out there, Georgia Whitfield in California.
No, he was working. He was trying to get better.
Well, has he talked to you at all about what he learned out there, what his experience was like?
No, not really, because really just, we were in meetings last night and then meetings on the field today, but not a lot of time for chit-chat at this point. At some point, we'll sit down and talk about it, but no, that's just Taj, trying to get better.
What does that say to the team when they see their quarterback spending his spring break going out trying to get better?
Well, I mean, I think he's established himself as a leader of the team, and those guys. I don't think anybody's surprised with how Taj works and prepares. I mean, he wants to be a great player, and I'm much more interested in what he's doing here and how he's improving here. That's what those guys see. But he's not the only guy that was working over spring break. I mean, some of them didn't probably get written about or something like that. But I promise you, we had a bunch of guys that were working out and probably going back and studying their notes and things like that. I mean, we got a lot of serious guys on this team that want to be good. They're not quite at the level yet, but they're trying to get better. So he's not the only one, but obviously he's the leader, and I think the fact that he chose to continue to work to try to improve his craft, I think that's a compliment to him and his work ethic.
No excessive brother-in-lawing today?
No, no brother. It wasn't a great practice, but I've seen a whole lot worse with a 9-day layoff.